Hello everyone and welcome to Sound Test. This is Brian here, and this is my first impressions on Knockout City. It just came out very recently. This is a game that's published by EA. I have to look up what the developer is. This is recently published by EA. It is a multiplayer focused game. Yeah, I played a little bit of this so far, and it's actually pretty fun. So basically, it's the best way to describe Knockout City is that it's kind of a competitive, super competitive version of Dodgeball, and so it's team-based, in which you and two other people on your team, your whole objective is doing knockouts, and that's essentially just hitting the other opponent with the balls. So there's like different variations of the balls around the map. There's like just a standard dodgeball. There's other variations like the blast ball, which is like a detonator and it just blows up. There's like a football one, which is basically a sniper rifle. There's another one, multi-ball, and there's a fourth one. I'm not quite sure what the fourth one is. So, first thing you realize about the game, the movement in this game is actually pretty good. Jesus. Movement in this game is really nice. You constantly feel like, you know, you have control of your character. It feels nice. I'm playing on PC, but I'm using controller. Just prefer controller. But you have a basic attack, but the catch is you can catch the opponent's balls and you can send that back to them. So you can send out a ball and you can catch the opponent's ball at the same time. There's your typical dash. And there's also a rolling function, and when you roll, you can literally roll into a ball, and your opponent and your teammate, excuse me, can actually capture you as a ball and use you as a weapon against your enemies. There's also a dash, and there's also a there's also a dodge. So it's, did I just say Sir Lancelot?
Multi-ball.
Okay.
Gold team is catching on.
There we go. All right, so the mechanics are very simple. Gameplay is very simple, but it's kind of, you know, how you use those mechanics to win. So it is a 3v3 game, at least for this mode. So this mode is essentially the deathmatch, and Jesus. Oh boy, we got destroyed. We got destroyed bad. So so this is Team KO is essentially TDM, Team Deathmatch, and it's first to 10 with 2 rounds, first to 2 wins. So best out of 3. So yeah, I've been playing this for about an hour or so prior to this, and yeah, it's actually a lot of fun. So it is an EA published game, but it doesn't feel like your typical EA. So, you know, it doesn't feel like a Battlefield or a Battlefront. It's very cartoony, heavily stylized. That's kind of like the art style that's been going on around a lot. Here's kind of the issue with the game. Don't quote. I may be wrong in this, but if I'm not mistaken, the retail price for this is like $30. Currently, they're doing a promotion for it where the first 10 days of this game is being offered for free. And so and if you're on Game Pass, if you have Game Pass either through Xbox or through PC, you just have it as part of the Game Pass subscription because it's part of EA Play. And so yeah, that's the other thing. If you have EA Play, then yeah, you have this as well. There we go. So with that like barrier of entry being kind of low, yeah, you're bound. You have a good opportunity just to try it out at the very least. Now there is, people kind of say it probably should be a free-to-play game, just given its nature. And in the long run, we'll see. I think with it being on Game Pass is going to give it a good, jolt in terms of player base. Because another EA published game from last year, which was very cartoony, multiplayer based, was Rocket Arena. And I actually bought Rocket Arena full price. And I wanted Rocket Arena to be good. But I felt like it kind of died really quickly because it had like a $30 or $40 price tag. Didn't have a super, big amount of content. There we go. It didn't have a lot of content at launch. And a lot of people were like, they couldn't justify the price. And I feel like that's going to be an issue when it comes to Knockout City, if people can justify the price. So with it being on Game Pass, yeah, it's going to help. With it, being free for the first 10 days, yeah, it's going to help it. But after that 10-day period, how is this game going to fare? And, doing a free-to-play model is definitely going to be the better in the long run. But the problem is, you do a free-to-play model afterwards, it's going to be hard to get that player base again. So do I think it's worth it at this time? I don't know. I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it for what it is so far. And you guys can kind of get an idea of the gameplay. It's very like frantic gameplay, and that's if I were to describe it, it's kind of like a Smash Brothers, but it's Smash Brothers as a third-person shooter. It's kind of very easy to learn. It's very appealing visually. And it's a very just jump in, have fun. Yeah, there's a depth to the mechanics, and there's stuff you can learn. There's obviously strategy to it with the different ball types and learning and understanding the terrain. But the actual that was dumb of me. But just actually getting into the games is going to be very easy to get into.
Multi-ball.
Oof, boy. Oh my god. So I'm curious to see how this works in terms of the multiplayer aspect and like actually being part of a team. Right now I'm just playing with randoms online, but I'm really curious to see how things will fare when you get some like real team competition where you get actual strategy going on and you're actually talking, communicating, and trying to get, if you see, hey, we got X, Y, and Z over here with a bomb ball, and I need help or I need support, and being able to we're about to lose this, and that was it, and then I end up being the last kill. But seeing how you can really work together as a team, and I want to see how that works, because I've had some points of that happen an osmosis, and basically, you know, two of my teammates happened to be right by each other, and we were against this one dude, or my teammate sent tried to hit him, missed, and I was able to come in from behind, and that person was overwhelmed. Or, you know, the whole aspect of literally taking your teammate, having them as a ball, and sending them. So I do want to show another part of this. So return to the hideout. All right, so
Use the hollow bucks you earn to buy
there's
exclusive
an
items here
in-game
at the Brawl
store,
Shop.
of
Remember,
course,
cosmetics of a shop
called
only and won't
the
affect
Brawl
your
Shop.
abilities.
So
Looking the
it's
best does not
strictly
necessarily mean
cosmetics,
you'll play the best.
and of
Dig?
course,
The Brawl Shop
there
changes daily,
there has
so
to
check
be.
back often to see what's in stock.
Man, this guy talks a lot. Yeah, so of course there has to be microtransactions and this type of stuff, and this is the part where it was going to get people, where they're going to say, well, if you clearly have some type of, you know, in-game currency, why isn't this free to play off rip? And yeah, that's very solid argument of, and yeah, Rocket Arena had that too. But at this point, when you're trying to compete in terms of a multiplayer game and trying to get in there and trying to make a name for yourself in terms of all the other hundreds of multiplayer games out there, you would think they would want to make this as accessible as possible. But anyway, that was Team KO. I have not tried these other modes. Diamond Dash, Party, Team KO, or Face Off. So Face Off. KO wins. Okay, so this is 1v1. I'll try this. I'll probably get wrecked, but it's worth trying it. Just trying to see what it's all about. So far, matchmaking has been like super quick. I haven't had any issues. I know early at launch there was some big issues regarding lag. Apparently that was some issue on the console versions. I don't know. The PC version, actually, the Game Pass version, was pretty late at launch. It came in like late in Friday afternoon. May 21st. That's when the game officially came out. So late May 21st is when the actual PC version came available on Game Pass. So curious to see how that works out. All right, let's see how I do here. And so you can actually fake out. Yeah, there we go. So you can fake out your opponents as well. You can do a fake throw. I haven't learned how to do it yet. It's probably somewhere in the tutorial. Right, so if this is 1v1, this map is kind of too big. The fact that I already don't see this guy is not a good sign. There you go. Ah!
It's all tied up.
Alright, so I know he's somewhere over here. Too slow.
Round one, blue.
Yep, I'm getting wrecked. Is this to 10? Because good, man, that's going to be a long match. Also, I've been ignoring the music, but the music's actually really good. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I didn't know two balls can actually hit each other. Woo! Okay, so it's first to 3. Okay, good. So that makes it really quick. All right, but yeah, the music in it is actually really nice. It's very jazz-esque. kind of reminds me of a bit of
Round 2.
jazz hip hop from the 90s. Oh Lord. Come on, you know you want to hit me. Ah.
Blue takes the lead.
All right, let's go. Okay, so that's a legit strategy. There we go. To hit their ball to prevent damage. So even if you just send a quick ball that you're not even ready yet for, just to deflect theirs. I hear footsteps. He's somewhere around. There he goes. Ah!
Round 1. Go.
Oh, he fell. Okay, so yeah, that's the other thing. There are like deliberate spots on the map where there are just holes for you to fall in. And you fall in that hole, that's just automatically a point for the enemy team. Regardless if you hit them or not, that's automatically a point for them. There he goes. Oh. Okay, so you can actually even melee a person.
Next point wins.
How did I die? I didn't even see him hit me. You can melee a person too, even without a ball, and it doesn't give them damage, but it does stun them. All right, that's a little bit of a comeback. All right, this is the tiebreaker. This will prove if I'm trash at this game. And if I lose, it's the first day. I'm gonna use that as my excuse. It's my first day, so therefore I can't be trash because it's my first day. Where is he? Oh, that's what probably killed me. Oh, okay. I got it. So that's their way to keep you close. Okay.
Blue takes the lead.
So there's a wall that comes in. So that's what that killed me last time. Where's this person at? Oh my god, this wall. Yeah, it's like a BR is gonna force you in the middle. I hear his footsteps. There goes. Ah!
Blue needs one more point to win the match.
Alright, this is not looking good for me. Oh, what is this? Oh! Ah! And there it goes. So, another thing about this game, each map is very unique. Each map kind of has like some type of gimmick, some type of, thing that makes it unique. So, you kind of have to. It's definitely trial and error type of game, but it's pretty fun. At the very least, hey, try it out. It's free for the first 10 days. So it came out on May 21st. So from May 21st, 10 days after that, it's going to be free and available. If you have Game Pass on PC or Xbox, then it's on there as well. Yeah, very easy. Jump in and play. Yeah, give it a shot. I like it. I'll see how my impressions are of this days later, see if it kind of keeps me hooked and keeps me playing. So, thanks for watching. This is Brian, and this has been Sound Test. first impressions on Knockout City.